She's quite a comedian, I'm led to believe, from several sources, but she gave me this little thing to read about her, because I really don't know anything about her. It says, for more than 30 years, she's been entertaining and educating audiences. We'll have to see how she educates us. From non-profit organizations, corporate clients, and for Christian events. She is an award-winning speaker and headlining comedian, standing on stages from church basements to massive arenas. She posts regularly on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Please welcome Mary Ellen Rinaldi.
Thank you, Felice. How are you doing? I gotta get used to this because I've never had this. I gotta say, this is pretty cool too. I got notes. I have my cameraman back there. He's 7. Thank you. He's so waiting. You know, sometimes you don't think things through. Have you ever done that? You just didn't really think it through. You know, all I've been saying is, no, Jacob, don't do that. Please don't stand up. Please sit down. So I'm like, am I tinny? He's fixing my voice. Back up a little? Is that better? Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, wow, you did say it was 5-inching, and I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. There's a class in comedy school I never took microphone. Thank you. Does that sound better? Yeah. Oh, good. You should have said something. All right. Oh, before I start, I got to tell you, I'll probably have a hot flash while I'm up here. So if I'm going to set my time. Can't go over. So if my eyebrows start rolling down my face, don't worry. It's natural. That's what they tell me. It's natural. Yeah, because with me it's either glued on, tucked in, or pushed down the collar. None of it's waterproof. None of it's waterproof. Yep, menopause, huh? No one talks about that. Big secret. Puberty. They go to the movies, they take you in the gym. Remember in school, you're becoming a woman. Menopause, they don't have a class for that. There's no, you're becoming your father. Yeah. You know why? That's because we always said we didn't want to turn out like our mothers. I know I didn't want to turn out like mine. I mean, I love her, but oh no. No, she's not those modern mothers. You know, the modern mothers, we all know them. They have intellectual conversations with their children. You know, my nieces, they're educated in child development, and they have the worst brats out there. It's unbelievable, because they want to, Brittany, mommy is upset. Brittany, mommy needs to let you know. Oh, Brittany, don't touch that. Brittany, put that down. Oh, Brittany, you broke that. Oh, Brittany, come back here. Brittany, get off the counter. Brittany, mommy's trying to talk to you. Don't get those cookies, Brittany. Mommy's talking to you. Brittany, I tell you, eat those cookies, you're in trouble. Okay, Brittany, you can have 2 cookies. I had the mother that said, touch the cookies, I'll break your arm right over your head and smack you with it, okay? I have 8 kids. I lose one, nobody will notice. Don't worry. I'm your mother. I brought you into the world. I can take you out. Don't worry. Only a mother can get away with it. I'll make another one. Don't touch it. If she was a mother today with kids in school, she'd be in prison. Oh yeah, all the stuff that people leave us in the car. She would pull into the grocery store and say, I'm going in the grocery store. Stay in the car. Okay, well, she'd come right out. But when we went in the grocery store together, she'd go, don't ask for anything. Do you understand me? Mm-hmm. She drove with a yardstick on the dashboard of the car. That's how she drove. Get closer. Get closer. I'll kill you. Get closer. And her mantra was, I hate kids. I hate kids. Why do I have so many kids? Yeah. That was my mom. She's a grandmother now. She's the biggest hypocrite in the world. But luckily, she's a great grandmother, and she's going right back to who she was originally. I love that. My niece calls, she's all upset. She goes, you know, Nonna said for me to get my brat and leave. She goes, I was trying to explain to her that she has ADD and it's a medical condition, and Nonna said, just slap that DD right out of her. I'm like, there's the mom I remember. She's back. Because with them, they could do anything. You know, I remember going shopping, going to the mall with my mother, well, going to Kmart. We were Kmart people. My mother told me that early on in life. Then when the mall came, I said, I want to go to the mall. She goes, we are Kmart people, not mall people. Standing outside Kmart going, I don't want to go here, I want to go to the mall. She grabs me and goes, don't you embarrass me. She's standing there, she's got blonde hair and black roots. She has a lime green polyester pantsuit on, blue flip-flops. I'm going, embarrass you, you picture of style. Please tell me I'm adopted. I want to go to the mall and find my real mother. I think my best mother story was when my the firstborn grandchild, who she still refers to as the baby. The baby. The baby's 35. And she still calls it the baby. I go, Mom, you got like 9 kids after that. Well, that's my baby. She calls up. She goes, the baby's going to kindergarten. You want to come? No, I don't want to go see the baby go to kindergarten. Okay, do what you want. You always do. And that means if you don't go, that the next time you see her, you'll be in an impromptu Jerry Springer audition. Surprise, surprise. So I go over the house and there's my niece dressed top to bottom in Care Bear, all bought from the mall. I know. I said to my sister, do you see this? Do you see how this kid's dressed? Do you remember your first day at kindergarten? My sister goes, I try to block that stuff out. I said, I remember mine. Yeah, nobody walked me. Mom opened the door and yelled, follow your brother! I spent the first 2 weeks in the 2nd grade. I was the stupidest kid in the class. And no one knew I didn't come home for half a day. She goes, you gotta let it go. So my original name is Mary Ellen DiPetrello. Yeah. You know, that was like in school trying to spell it. Yeah, first grade, the teacher's like, we're all gonna learn how to spell our name. I'm thinking, spell it? I can't even say it. You know, it begins with an M, and I'm sitting beside Amy Katz. Yeah, I see you all get it. Yeah, just, oh, Amy Katz, look, Amy Katz knows how to spell her name. Amy Katz is brilliant. Amy Katz is smart. Look at how smart. Oh, Mary Ellen DiPetrello, she's not so smart. She's the opposite of smart. Amy Katz is like, that's stupid. I'm like, I'm looking at the paper going, oh, really? You think you're smart? Anybody knows Katz doesn't begin with a K. Hot. See? Oh, we hot flash. You know what's nice about being this age, too? What I like, I'm 59. Next year I'm going to be 60. That's the big 6-0. Who can't wait for that? Yeah. 60. What was I going to say? Oh, you know what I love about it, too, is that we're now, what do you call it, nondescript. Nobody notices. Nobody pays attention anymore. I used to walk in a room when I was young and people would look. Now I walk in a room and nothing. I started thinking, I could rob a bank. Nobody would know. Go in, come out, they'd say, what'd the perpetrator look like? And people would go, she wasn't hot. Everyone is young now. Youth, everything is youth because they're so bright. The doctor, my doctor, I think she's 12, I'm not sure. She comes jogging in the office. How are you doing? I'm and a Johnny that made a paper. I'm doing great. Couldn't be happier. And then they got that condescending tone. Miriam, every time I see you, you are getting heavier and heavier. What do you think we should do about this? I think we should stop seeing each other. But I only knew it was you the whole time. So you need to do an aerobic exercise, cardiopulmonary. I'm like, that sounds too much for me. Besides, I don't do aerobics because I'm married, I'm done. Now everybody's into the new thing is everyone's into what, that CrossFit. My son does that CrossFit, run, jump, do everything, yeah. Spend a ton of money like you're outside. I don't like going to the gym. I gotta be honest, and I don't mean to be, snobby, but I don't like stinky people. No, I really don't. You're at the gym and you're all happy, you're on your little treadmill and you're like, I'm doing good, I'm at the gym, and then all of a sudden, did you shower before you got here? Go outside and run, because it's not working here. I don't know. No. But I did find an exercise I like too. You should write this down. Yoga. That's right, you go in, you lay down. And yoga teachers, they're not like those aerobic teachers. I hated those aerobic teachers. Hey, everyone, come on, let's go. Please, I can't do this too much. And then the step, and then they have now, what is that, the little dance thing? I can't dance. And yoga teachers, they're like, hello, class. Let your body talk to you. Your body is going to tell you just how far you can push. Okay, we're all going to stand now. Tight legs. Tight legs like a tree trunk. Everyone, a tree trunk. Okay, tight. Mary Ellen, we're standing. My body says this is it. Wants to lay down through the whole hour. You get a little bottle, everybody brings their bottle. I got chocolate milk in mine. No, it goes good with the cookies that I have typed into the barrel. And I can't do exercise because I have post-traumatic stress exercise syndrome. No, it's true. It's the Jack LaLanne show. Love this audience, they get it. My mother had 8 kids. 9 o'clock, Jack comes on, commercial, the TV goes off. She shut up, Jack LaLanne's on. The only time I have for myself is Jack. She's standing there in the living room, holding onto the table. I am married, thank you. I've been married 27 pounds. Thanks. Appreciate it. I was 40 when I got married. 40. Italian family, 40. My nieces were getting married before me. Yep. When I went to get my wedding dress, I was with my niece, and the lady goes, "Oh, are you the bride?" I go, "No, I'm the bride." She's the flower girl. You're married at 40. You can't have a baby the old-fashioned way. You gotta have a baby the modern way. So I had my son the modern way. You marry someone with a kid. All set. My son was 8. It was perfect. Everyone else goes to the labor room. They sweat. They hug. They say it's painful. I went to court. I was dressed up. Judge says, "Mrs. Rinaldi, do you have any children of your own?" I said, "No." He says, "Congratulations, you have a 60-pound baby boy." You. Went out to dinner? You guys didn't go out to dinner after you had your baby. I was working, I go to work the next day, and I'm sitting and working, all of a sudden I go, I have a kid. Oh, I can't keep plants alive, what am I gonna do? And then I realized, I went to HR. And I said, I think I am due some time off from maternity leave. And let's chop, chop, chop with that baby shower, okay? Because no matter where you work, there's always the collection. Come on, Julie's having a baby. Samantha's having a baby. This one's having a baby. Like, you don't hire the young ones, because then you have to give out all your money. Then they started having baby showers for the guys. I'm like, I'm done. No more baby showers. So I did leave that job and I became a stay-at-home mom. Still doing that. My son's 27. It's a good job. Oops, 27. And I don't joke about being a stepmother. I do have to step out and say that no matter what I've done in my life, I know that raising my stepson was probably the biggest accomplishment I ever had. Because when you become a stepmother or a step-parent, you don't love that child. Let's all be real. No one meets a kid and goes, oh, I love my own. No, that has to grow. And I remember my dad saying before I got married, and I said, I don't really like the son. You can be honest with your dad. And my niece was roller skating up and down. He said, you see those roller skates? I bought them for my granddaughter. She wanted them for Christmas. He says, but I also bought the helmet, the shoulder, the elbow pads, the knee pads, and the little hand things. He said, because that's what being a parent is. And if you don't intend on doing that, don't marry that. And so, as I started out, I did what I was supposed to. I said, but how am I going to fall in love with him? And my father said, he will teach you. And he did. And now I have a son, who's my son. Thank you. But I always say that for the reason is a lot of times people hear people go, oh, I can't stand this. I go, he's the child, not the parent. You're supposed to be the parent. And sometimes you got to give up, even if it's not yours. But that's just something I said. All right, back to the funny. So I forgot what I was talking about. Anything you want to hear twice? So this is my job now, huh? It's a good job. It's done in minutes. Yeah, like most people, like you, work hours. I work minutes. Yeah, and I can't go on job interviews because they say, Sue, how many hours a week do you want to work? I don't work hours. I do minutes. I can do 45 minutes a day, but I'll need a break. I am having a hot flash. Hold on, I got one. This serves two purposes. It helps the hot flash and it helps the memory. Because, menopause, you forget. So getting married at 40, you realize, okay? When I came home from my honeymoon, like I was really in love, and my husband said, don't spend another dime. Oh, and I met and married my husband in 3 months. Because at 40 years old, you don't date, you interview. And I'm like, that's it. And I'm Italian, okay? We are expected to live with our parents until we are dead or married. No, I'm serious. I had to live on the 3rd floor of my parents' house. My mother and father were on the 1st floor, my brother and his wife were on the 2nd, and I had the 3rd floor that they built for the single daughter. Oh yeah, it was so embarrassing. Because my father would yell upstairs, hey, tenant! Pay the rent! My mother would come up and collect it. Hey, here you go, thank you, we're teaching you responsibility. My father would come up the next day and pay me extra back. So I got married, go on the honeymoon, come back, my husband's like, don't spend another dime. But he didn't say anything about writing checks or charging. I can do that. And then I realized married women and single women shop different. So when you're single, you go to the mall, it's an all-day affair. You bring your friends, you shop, you got coupons, now you got apps, you go have lunch, you come back, you do everything, all day. When you're married, the mall is a covert operation. You gotta get in and out before he even knows you're there. My husband too, he's cheap. Oh, he's Italian, but he's not from the United States. He's an Italian, like came over on the boat. Well, it was a plane, but it was the same thing. He was there when he was 25. Yeah, he was totally programmed. I had no idea. Like, he doesn't even know I'm here. He thinks I'm upstairs vacuuming. You can't leave the house. My job is to clean and cook. That's your job. You cook and clean. You don't do anything else. All I want is a clean house. I don't clean. I said to him, I got married at 40. Did you ever see my apartment? It was a mess. And my father warned him. He said, he used to say to my husband would say, for the 3 months, Victor would say to my dad, she's a slob and she spends a lot of money. My father never said a word. She's a slob, she spends a lot of money. Not a word. We at the altar, okay? And I would give it this man that my father looks at my future husband and said, you're right, she's a slob and she spends a lot of money. That's a true story. Yeah, but every single one of his daughters, he had something that he said. I only know a few. One of them was, he said to my first brother-in-law, he goes, and people hear him, he goes, what's the 2 most important days of the year? He goes, your birthday and Father's Day. He goes, you can have her, thank you. I wish I knew the rest, but I don't. So, he's cheap, okay? I mean, love him, but he's cheap, you know. So, I don't clean the house. So, what I do is, for the past 10 years, my cousin Rosanna comes over twice a week and she cleans the house. Yeah, and I pay her. But I write the check out to Stop and Shop. And then she goes to the store and uses that to buy the groceries and then gives me the receipt. So we got a little money laundering thing going on. They don't know. It's working well. It's working really, really well. Now, actually, Jacob back there has a little sister, Molly. She's 4. Cute as ever. Had her since she was 9 months old. I take her once a week. Once a week is my Molly day. Love Molly. My husband, okay? You know how you're married, you know your man, you like pick your battles? Okay. My husband does not like it when he comes home and I am not in the kitchen. It's weird. I know, tell me I don't care. It is what it is. I know of another woman who her husband owns huge companies, millions of dollars, and she goes, mine's the same way. I go, I know. But I didn't know that right away because he didn't tell me right away. He didn't say, well, when I come home, I need you in the kitchen. So we had to like fight that out for a long time until I figured out, oh, I gotta be in the kitchen. And you know, that's boring. So what I did is I got a baby monitor and I put it in the garage. So I heard the garage door open so I could run to the kitchen. Because the Judge Judy comes on at 4. And you know, I love my Judge Judy. I gotta watch Judge Judy. So, and I would say, oh, I gotta pretend I'm clean and I got the mopine. I'm like, hi, how you doing? You're mopine, okay? So, nice. So Molly, since 9 months old, has heard, I have the baby monitor on my hip, and when the baby monitor, when we hear the garage door, I go, oh, come on, let's go pretend we're cleaning. Come on, pretend we're cleaning, go. So, Molly's 3. I had a show, so Victor went and picked her up in the morning. He spent the day with her. So when I came home, they were out near the garage. I know, they're little rat things, that's what they are. And she sees the garage door open, and she says, Uncle Victor, we gotta go pretend we're cleaning! Now, my husband has a sense of humor as a pit bull. Love him, nice guy, but this is him laughing. This is him happy. It's hard to tell. And I've learned don't ask, because if I say, oh, were you okay? You look mad. I'm not mad. Oh, you look mad. See, now I'm mad. Now you made me mad because you said I look mad. I'm like, okay, I don't do that. So I walk in the house, and she's standing beside him, and she's like, hi, Auntie. So I pick her up, and the husband goes, are you making fun of me? I go, what? He goes, she said we gotta pretend we're cleaning. I go, she's 3. What does she know? She's gonna tell you she's cooking later, too. Kiss her, and I'm like, oh, you wrapped it? She's like, lollipop? Yeah, I'll get it. House is different, too. Like, I have there, like, my grandnieces and nephews, so I'm always on the offer up, all those things, buying stuff for the kids. All the time. The house is full of toys. My husband's like, what are you doing? I says, I got a double stroller. I go, it's good, I can push 2 kids at once. I did that once, that's heavy. I said, do you know how much these are worth? These are like $100-something. I could resell it. Yeah, nobody wanted it. Out to the trash. So, back to the shopping. I knew I was getting there. All right, make sure I don't, okay, I'm doing good. Don't want to do anything for free. Now, the bag, bringing the bag. I've never ever brought a bag in the house of shopping, because whenever I do, it makes my husband's vein in his head pop out. Yeah, like once I brought home black pants, and I said, oh look, see that? He goes, black pants. Because I was in your room, your closet, you got a 27 pair of black pants. Why do you need another pair of black pants? I says, because they all don't fit. You see these 2? That's when I met you. You know, I was a size 6. Okay, I just hang on to them for the memory. Now these right here, I gotta lose 15 pounds. But I could do it if I tried. So I'm hanging on to them. These, I can wear them if I don't sit. And this pair's too tight. So I really have 1 pair. And again, the bag's in the car, like I know him, my husband is an engineer, mechanical engineer with a master's degree. He's really smart. I barely graduated high school. I was in the bottom 10% of the class. Like whenever he says something to me, I go, hey, you married me. I married up, not you. You were desperate. So what I do is I know him perfectly. Everything he does, everything's perfect timing. He's never late. He never forgets anything. You know, anytime we go out, he's in the car and I'm doing this. He goes, I'm going to leave. I went, no, you're not. No, he sits in the car like this. Then we start an argument wherever we're going. And by the time we get there, he's aggravated. They go, what happened? I go, I wasn't ready. Never ready. So, he sits at dinner. After dinner, he gets his espresso, and he gets on the tablet, and he reads the Italian news. That is exactly 7 minutes. While he's in the kitchen, I run out to the garage, pop open the trunk, pull the stuff out of the bag, cut the tags off with my teeth. I don't know why I don't bring a scissor and do it, but I don't. Boom. Then I run up the back stairs and I push them in the dryer. He's the smart one. Put the dryer on air. Now after his 7 minutes, he's gonna go up and take a shower. I go, will you do me a favor and take the stuff out of the dryer, please? Okay. What's he gonna say? Is this new? Yeah, it's new. It's in the dryer. Yeah, I put new clothes in the dryer. Now, one time, he is sick. He's home. He's sick. Home. Sick. My husband's never sick. My husband goes. Those Italians are like that. They can't stop. I can lay on the couch for 2 days. It doesn't face me at all. So we're good. We're yin and yang. It's perfect timing. So I'm like, I come home and he's like in bed. I go, what's wrong? He goes, I don't know. He goes, I have very bad pains in my stomach. He goes, I can't move. I go, well, let me take you to the hospital. He goes, no. Go to the pharmacy. Take this diagram of the human body and show them I got pain here, flips it over, or here. He says, this is America. We go to the hospital. He goes, bring it to the pharmacist. I'm like, yeah, like that's gonna happen. Okay, so I go to CVS, bought some makeup, got some nail polish. Come back. He's now laying on the floor in the bathroom. I go, Beck, I went to the pharmacy. She said you should go to the hospital. But to be sure, I took your little diagram of the human body and I brought it to the fire department. They offered to give you a ride. He goes, you drive. Oh. I don't drive. I am not the woman that will drive with her husband in the car because he goes, what are you doing? Why do you turn that way? Where are you going? Oh, that's close. Oh, you're going to hit him. Oh, how do you park like this? So I don't do that. But now I have to drive him to the hospital and I say, no, you better be nice. I swear, you better be nice. So we're getting there and he's complaining about my drive and we go into the emergency room, okay? Now he's screaming because he's Italian. We go in the emergency room and he's really nice. He says, who are you? The nurse, the triage, she says, what is the pain on a scale from 1 to 10? He goes, oh, about a 3 or 4. I go, 3 or 4? I have a 3 or a 4. You're a 10. You never act like this. You're a 10. Yeah. You know, I had this on military time. It just does not work. So I go, you're a 10. He goes, okay. And the lady's like, oh, he's so nice. Oh, I got a little uncomfortable. They bring him in. They said, you have a kidney stone. We're going to put you in. They put him in the little room, and he's so nice. I come in after he's been hooked up to some intravenous, whatever it was, but it was making him nice. And I said to the doctor, can I take some of that home?